and it's to have the little hope that, and I think resilience has to do a lot with hope, like how we deal with it with hope. And for me, it was that, I always had. I'm glad to say that I had the right people next to me, so I could be able to have that hope every time you want to give up and you want to say, okay, enough. Okay, everybody else is right and I'm wrong, and you have to just keep telling yourself, like, no, I'm right. I have to do this. I have to fight to the end. And a lot of times, a lot of people be like, what kept you fighting? To be honest with you, sometimes I used to hear Father Greg's little things on the radio when I was like in Pelican Bay. Sometimes you hear him talk. Every once in a while, he would come on, and I would be like, "Oh man, like if we could do it." It's one of those things. Like it's hard to explain when you're just fighting something on your own, and you're saying like, "I have to do it because if I don't do it, I'm gonna die in this place." So it was one of those fights, a mental fight, an emotional fight, a spiritual fight, and then you just try to hold on to anything. Like for me, I try to hold on like to Homeboy Industries, try to write Father Greg and be like, hey, even if I die here, can I be all right with you? Like stuff like that. Like, and he'll write back and give me like just like some type of hope. I don't know how to explain it to you guys, but it was just like the hope of hearing like just how you hear your grandma, your nana writing you back and telling you, Mijo, you gonna make it before I die. The same thing was with Father Greg, like, don't worry about it, don't give up, you got it. And us being in Homeboy Industries, that we understand trauma, because a lot of us either came from the trauma or know a lot about the trauma because of the people we work with. And I'm fortunate to work around people like Fabian that didn't come exactly from my way of life, but that knows the way of life. And to be able to work with different people from different way of lives, they come to that place and melt everything together, and it just makes us stronger, because I'm able to reach out to different people that got the schooling, they got the degrees to do certain things that I'm not able to do, to be honest with you. And to be able to like reach out to anybody from that pod, it feels so good to be like, hey man, like I can't carry the homie on this one, can you help me out? And then for them just to just jump out and say, sure, like, and that's the part you hear a lot there is, I got it. Like when they see you letting it go, there's like, I got it, and you don't feel bad letting it go, because you know it's going in good hands. It's going either to a case manager, it's going to and the thing at home was, it doesn't matter what department you in or how high in the ladder you in, you could go to anybody and ask for help. And that's one of the things that I always loved about being at Homeboy Industries, that I could go from Father Greg to Tom Bozo to the CEO to Fabian to another homie that's working and doing like what we call sidewalk therapy. Because every security guard at Homeboy is that, we don't call ourselves security guards, we call ourselves community relations. So we do sidewalk therapy, which is we talk to all the homies. No matter what's going on in your life, we're gonna talk. So all day, by the time we come home, we talked out. All day. That's what we're doing, sidewalk therapy. So